What's going on, guys? Twintuitive 717 back with the saucy bossy beaver in a basket. She's feeling a little feisty, so I'm not even going to try to mess with her right now. But we're going to dive right into the collective energy, okay? I'm going to start off with the feminines. What do you need to know about the journey and the connection right now with your divine masculine? Okay, so we have the 9 of summer along with the 5 of summer, okay? So trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. The message I'm getting from this is stop sharing so much about your connection with other people. The 5 of summer is more about acceptance. Like when you're faced with challenges, the best way to get through the challenges is accountability, okay? So many of you may be experiencing a lot of friction, finding that you're experiencing a lot of conflicts in relationships, or people are emotional around you. You might be a little bit more emotional. Seek others' wise counsel who are like-minded on the journey, because many of you may be opening up to a circle of people that I feel like normally you would trust, but since this experience has occurred for you, many of you are seeing very like different sides of people, and this is only because you are awakening, okay? Think of clarity, third eye awakening. You're starting to become more aligned with your soul tribe, so to speak, okay? So this is a really important message for the divine feminines. Let's move to the 9. Okay, so wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Okay, so I feel like the twin flame energy is high right now, okay? Maybe this divine masculine has entered your life. It really does feel like dreams coming true. But with the 5 of Cups coming out with this, I feel like this big energy that you're feeling, it's triggering a lot of people around you. You may be excited or eager to share things, but I feel like energetically it's putting a damper on things, or people may be creating doubts. Let's see what's coming up with the energy around you, divine feminine, and what you need to be aware of. So a 1 and 4 is 5, because if we add the 9 and 5, we get the 14, which adds up to a 5, okay? So conflict again. Be mindful of conflict, people not giving you the best advice, and also people not being happy for you at a time where it's a really magical moment for you. You found true love, or true love has found you in some way, and many people are maybe triggered over this big change, okay? What's the energy like around you, and what do you need to be aware of? Divine feminines, what's the energy like around you? Universe, please kindly reveal what the divine feminine needs to know about the people, places, and things that they're experiencing now. Warnings, forewarnings. What's going on around the divine feminine? What's the energy like around the divine feminines? What do you need to be aware of? Okay, so we have celebration, we have gifts, and we have abundance. Okay, so these are things that are coming up for you, divine feminine. Wishes coming true. With the 9 of summer, 9 represents attainment, ideally, okay? You've been through a lot, and now many of you are being rewarded for it. I do feel energy around you where people feel like things are happening easy for you, or these gifts are all of a sudden coming out of nowhere. It's basically the universe preparing you for the twin flame journey, in a sense. Many of you are being prepared to either teach or take on a new path where you're meant to help the collective on a greater level. And so people might have their eyes on you like, oh, wait a second, why all of a sudden are things happening so rapidly or so easily? So you may be triggering a lot of people around you right now, because you're in this very celebratory energy. There's a lot of gifts coming towards you with this open hand. I feel like many of you are receiving a lot of unexpected opportunities as well. So if this reading, if you've somehow stumbled upon it and it hasn't happened, it'll start happening for you. But expect for things to happen rapidly, and that trust that there's a reason for everything that is happening, okay? You see how the 5 of... sorry, I need the card. You see how the 5 of summer, the 5 of cups says focusing on that which may worry you or frighten you. I feel like that could be the doubts that people may be putting in your mind. So be mindful of the company that you keep and the people that you're sharing your news with, okay? Please focus. Okay, hang on, wait, let me go like that, and then I'm just gonna hold it out here. There we go. Okay, so focusing on that which worries you or frightens you. Big things are really happening for many of you right now, so be mindful of who you're sharing your big news with, okay? A lot of celebration, a lot of gifts. When you step on the twin flame journey, it's like your whole entire world shifts, okay? You got to take the bad with the good, because sometimes you'll experience a lot of crazy, insane tower moments. But if you can, again, take accountability and find yourself in a place of acceptance when you're in that 555 conflict energy, you'll move through it with a lot of grace, okay? But again, I feel like you're getting a warning from the universe to be mindful of the gifts and everything that you're receiving right now. Just be mindful of who it is you're sharing your news with, okay? You are also, too, getting prepared to align yourself with people who will be there for you. They will be there to celebrate you and celebrate for you, with you. So a lot of you might go through a period of feeling a little bit isolated, a little bit alone, but trust that it's for a bigger purpose, okay? And I do hope that the universe sends this message to whoever genuinely needs it, okay? So as you feel like people and places and things around you are moving away or shifting, don't be afraid during that time alone, that space of solitude. Okay, so we have limitations and fears, which is why I'm saying I think that's a forewarning for you, which is to not be afraid of the limitations or fears. You might feel like you're limited. Maybe all of a sudden you're just not resonating with the people that you once did. Maybe you're going out less. Maybe it feels like, oh, why do I all of a sudden feel like I just don't want to be around anybody right now? Trust that that's happening for a reason, and don't allow these feelings to limit you, okay? You might be experiencing all of this abundance, all of these gifts at a time where there's no one around to share it with, and that's because the universe is trying to align you with the right people to share it with, okay? So we have truth of expression, and we have attraction and hot as well, okay? So I feel like attraction and hot is what's coming up for you. Get prepared to be a new version of yourself, divine feminine, with the attraction, Mars, and hot energy. Your masculine too as well, maybe going through these changes of you both becoming different people. Like I feel like a lot of your masculines as well could be feeling at times very pulled away from the people that they're around. Both of you will find that this is happening for a bigger purpose. Truth of expression, the reason people are shifting away from you is because you're probably in this hot energy, right? Short temper, not taking anybody's shit. You're expressing your truth more. Trust that all of that is happening for a reason on your journey, divine feminine. Okay, this new you has started to emerge ever since your divine masculine came into your life. And you're being guided to trust it for a reason. Trust the solitude, trust the truth that you're speaking. Many of you may be a little bit more emotional. Relationships may be fading away. All of a sudden you're seeing different sides of people not being happy for you. Maybe you need a shift. Maybe you need to take back control. So all of that is on its way to the divine feminine. And believe me, you're going to be prepared. Like, even though all of these things may be falling away, you're being blessed with gifts and celebrations elsewhere. But again, the universe is trying to align you with the right people to celebrate that with. Okay, so let's see what's coming up for the divine masculines. What's the current energy for the divine masculine collective? What's happening with the divine masculines right now? Let's see what fell on the floor here. Okay, guys, just give me a few minutes here with the cards. So the major arcana we have coming up for the masculines is the 10, completion, the wheel. Okay, so delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car, or travel. Okay, so again, many of your masculines mirroring you. Okay, a lot of good luck happening for them, a lot of sudden and unexpected changes since meeting their divine feminine. I feel like both of you have had this awakening where maybe you're not so focused on the romance or the passion with one another right now, but it's more so the awakening of, I gotta get my ass moving type of energy. Okay, you want bigger for yourself, you want more for yourself. All of a sudden the place that you're in might seem a little bit stagnant. It might feel like, again, you need to break away. That's why 5s are coming up as well, because before the 5 is 4. Okay, and 4 oftentimes represents stability, but if you have too much stability, it becomes boring, it becomes stagnant. You want to change, you want something new. So that's why a lot of these changes are happening. But I feel like a lot of your masculines are mirroring this in terms of big things happening for them. They're making a lot of major moves, and in turn, it's making them want to maybe separate away from people who are delaying them, right? Delays are over. 8 of autumn here, it says do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship. That reminds me of a divine masculine who may be thinking seriously about like with the delays are over, they want to start their own business, they want to work with their hands. Like that's what this whole journey is inspiring for this divine masculine, you know, whoever's masculine this is. I feel like for the divine feminines, things are shifting for you, you're shedding things, and you're having to have the courage to be on your own and create something new for yourself. It's going to take a lot of courage and strength. I feel like for a lot of the masculines, I feel like honoring that energy that is action oriented. Okay, if they want to change, they're gonna have to go out there and do it. Okay, I feel like a lot of masculines too, feeling very disgruntled with this whole 9 to 5 energy. Many of them are wanting to like I'm getting with the 8 is like take things into their own hand, because 8 is a number of advancing, like pushing ahead. Okay, you're confident now, you're seasoned, and the confidence and the seasoned is coming from the awakening that they've had on this journey with the feminine. For some reason, divine feminine, even though you may be apart from your divine masculine, the energy that you two bring to one another, aside from the passion and the romance and the sexual chemistry, there is also this drive, this ambition to want to be more and do more. And that's what I feel like is coming through in this reading with the both of you. And you're mirroring one another right now. So if you're focused on building right now or securing yourself, divine feminine, I feel like many of your masculines in turn, they're doing that right now. Secretly, they may be just MIA, away from social media. You don't know where they are with their whereabouts, what it is they're doing. Separating themselves away from things that are creating delays is what your masculines are up to. And it says wonderful news that's on its way with the 6 of spring. This is Wands energy, fire energy. Okay, so wonderful news on the way. Smart choices that bring rewards and success and public recognition. Okay, so for a lot of your masculines, again, I do get a sense of just wanting something new for themselves, wanting something big. They want to mirror or mimic your energy in some way. You both are playing off of each other's energy in a competitive way, and it's not in a bad competitive way. It is more just like I feel like when you two trigger each other and when you're in separation, what you end up doing with that energy is just focusing on yourselves and bettering yourselves and then wanting to show it off to one another. That's what I feel like is happening with the collective right now. So, you know, I feel like it's this beautiful balance of we both need to get to work. Okay, and in turn, when I feel like twin flames do that, the only thing, you know, left missing is to want to connect with one another. Okay, because it's like you get to this place where you're hyped up, competing with one another, and then you get to this place of almost, you know, wanting to climax, but then it's like something's missing, and I feel like it's each other's touch. Okay, that's what I feel like is happening. Both of you could be in solitude right now, focused on working, but there's a sense of accomplishment that I feel with the 6 of spring. It's like victory with the both of you, especially since the divine feminine is in this very attractive and hot energy. Celebration, gifts, abundance. Divine feminine, you could be taking care of yourself. Like I feel like you were just like fuck everybody and you're just focusing more on yourself. You're slowing things down. You're maybe just self-caring, being selfish, taking a vacation, not answering phone calls right now, like drawing some serious boundaries as to who it is that has access to you and access to your time, and instead you're taking all of that time and focusing it back into yourself, maybe your home, your kids, just really prioritizing your shit right now. And I feel like in turn your masculine can see this or sense this, and it's doing the same for them. What can you both expect in terms of connecting with one another? Like even if this is like on the 3D level, or even if it's just like spiritually when you guys sit down at night and think about one another, can we get some insight into that universe to help validate or confirm what masculine and feminine are feeling on the low for one another, just on a spiritual level. Okay, so we're getting free yourself. Okay, so taking back control of your life. And I think I mentioned that earlier on in the reading in terms of both of you taking back control. But taking back control and freeing yourself is going to involve distancing yourself. Okay, distancing yourself away from things that you are familiar with in order to really get a kickstart or a head start on your accomplishments and your dreams. Because abundance is in the cards for the both of you. Okay, I feel like for the Divine Feminines, it's happening really rapidly as well. Many of you, you inspire your Divine Masculine. I feel like a lot of you have used your creativity and a lot of your gifts that you've developed on the journey, your gifts of foresight, insight, intuition, to, support yourselves. And I feel like it's such a feminine thing to do as well, as such a feminine energy. And many of your masculines, it's awakening that masculine drive in them. Okay, so it's wanting to make them free themselves in some way. And I feel like freeing themselves has a lot to do with wanting to pursue the Divine Feminine. Okay, there's flirt, there's chemistry, and it's safe for you to love. And that's what you two are doing ideally, is by starting to love yourselves. And that's why I was sensing too, like, even if you're not focused on one another, like passionately, like sexually right now, the majority of your energy is really pouring into your own lives. I feel like on the low, it's creating a safe place for both of you to honor this connection. Like, what I'm getting is like both of you are grateful for the connection the way that it is right now. Okay, I feel like it's this hidden love and attraction between two people who are working off of one another's energy, and it's like a bond or a chemistry that I'm hearing the words lifelong for some of you. Okay, this is a lifelong journey. Now that you've met this divine masculine, now that this feminine has entered your life, delays are over for the both of you. Now it's like a really fast-paced moving energy. Mistakes along the way is something else that I'm hearing for both of you. And I'm also hearing it's okay. It's safe for you to love one another, even with those mistakes that you've made along the way. Okay, somebody needs to hear that, because maybe some of you could be, steady traveling on your journey without this divine masculine. But I feel like with chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so don't ignore that as well, guys. Even though both of you may be focused on your own individual journeys, I'm hearing don't forget the connection to one another. Like, even on a spiritual level, be truthful to that and honor it. Because lately, energetically, or within the last few months, there's been the separation between divine masculine and feminine, and I feel like both have been equally focusing in on their own path. And what's happening more and more for me, at least on my journey, is like the dissipation, or that the feeling less and less that you're competing head to head, and more just working off of each other's energy. Okay, because there is a strong magnetic attraction that you're meant to honor. Like, I feel like both of you being hard-headed against one another, forgiveness, a lot of that is moving away. And also too, I don't know who needs to hear this as well, but there's certain entities or energies out there that want you to be head to head in this very stubborn and resistant energy with your divine masculine. But with it is safe for you to love card, and that chemistry that exists between you two. Many of you may be having doubts with that sensual chemistry coming through, even energetically, or with a lot of your masculines trying to reach you. All of a sudden you're hit with this resistant, or you might be hit with memories or feelings of, you know what, I don't want to be with you, I don't want to connect with you. Pay attention to exactly where it is that's coming from, and honor your own feelings. Okay, you're being called to open up your heart. Otherwise, why would these constant thoughts exist of this person? All right, guys, so that's what I have for this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and that made sense there at the end for those of you who needed to hear it. But anyways, guys, I love you. Take care, and I'll catch you with the next one. Okay, bye.